Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is episode 5 of the Gilded City. Hope you've been enjoying the show so far. If you are, please let us know by subscribing to the YouTube channel, giving us a like on the video, sharing the video with a friend, leaving us some comments. We really appreciate it. Share the video with anybody who you think would like it. And if you're listening to this on podcast, please make sure that you're following us. And for everybody, don't forget to check out our social media pages. We are Rollers Guild D&D on both Twitter and Instagram. So check us out there for updates. But with all of that, I think we're going to go ahead and jump on into it.
Yeah.
After completing their trial job, our heroes had some time before performing their main job for the mysterious elven man, Vinny. Everyone took care of some of their own business, though Artemis, Gennara, and Octavia all got very sick from their time in the sewer. Meanwhile, Penny was able to find out some more information about the case she and Octavia were working on relating to the Watchful Order. And on Nyx's day off from work, she attended a rally for the Equal Participation Association, protesting the barring of voting rights behind a person's level of wealth. However, eventually the day of the job rolled around, and our heroes journeyed to Butcher's Butcher once again to meet with Vinny, who told them they were breaking into the house of a politician, Gerald Wilmington, who recently switched political coalitions. One of Vinny's associates wants to get him to switch back via blackmail. And so he sent the party into Mr. Wilmington's home to find some blackmail-worthy material. Separately, Freedom asked them to retrieve information about why Mr. Wilmington switched coalitions in exchange for a reward she would deliver to them at Gennara's home. The party managed to break into the Wilmington abode and discovered both the reason for Mr. Wilmington's change of politics and blackmail material. They also had a run-in with Mr. Wilmington's adult daughter, with whom Artemis has a bit of a history with. Thankfully, the party was able to escape the home and flee back towards Butcher's Butcher. However, on their way back, they found themselves attacked by a strange hooded figure who summoned a blade of energy and several creatures made of swirling purple energy. So, that is where we left off. The agent at the end of the alley says, "If you turn yourselves in, I will show mercy. But resist, and I'll bring you in the painful way."
Sorry. Who are you?
Come with me, or face my fury.
Do I recognize anything about what this crazy character is wearing, acting? Any insignias on him? Anything?
No super identifiable insignias. Octavia did identify him based on his look right at the end of the last time. Octavia identified him. This he looks like the rumors she's heard about sort of elite like hit agents for the Watchful Order of Magus and Protectors. And he did say, when he first came into the alley, he did say you were under arrest by the Watchful Order of Magists and Protectors.
Got it. Do I know what that means at all?
The Watchful Order is basically the magic police.
Okay, so I'm aware. Cool.
I would like to say to this gentleman, excuse me, but what exactly are you charging us with?
That would be a question for my superiors once I have brought you in. I am not at liberty to discuss with vagabonds and criminals.
I'm going to pull out my, it's like a card, like my license, my magic license. I think you have the wrong people. What exactly are you sent here to? What exactly are we to have done?
Again, not my place. I was told to watch, and I did. And I saw a group of people invading the home of a patron of the Watchful Order. That does not stand. You are under arrest, and you may take it up with my superiors when I bring you in, or I will knock you unconscious and bring you in that way.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Very well. So be it. He readies his blade, and the creatures snarl. I would like everybody to roll initiative for me.
Oh, that's not great.
Right. Going down my list, Nyx.
7.
Great. Octavia.
9.
Nice. Artemis.
14.
14. Janara.
19.
18. Bowman.
18.
18. Nice. And Penny.
5.
5. Great. All right. Okay, so starting the combat. Janara is up first at 19, then Bowman at 18, then this agent at 17, then Artemis at 14, Octavia at 9, Nyx at 7, the creatures the agent summoned all at 6, and then Penny bringing up the rear at 5. So, top of the initiative order, Janara, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
How much are they paying you to bring us in?
You cannot bribe me. I am the loyal follower of the Blackstaff.
I mean, the people here who wield magic already have magic licenses, and it seems like you still have yet to tell us what we did. How much are they paying you to bring us in?
Your words mean nothing to me.
All right, fine. I'll attack them. What am I gonna do? I'm going to.
Actually, really quick, Janara, make an insight check for me.
Okay. 1 second. Other page. 18.
His words were robotic. As if, not that he's a robot necessarily, but that he's not speaking in just the way he's speaking is not totally fluid. It's coming out in a very almost rehearsed way.
Like he's sticking to a script.
Like he's brainwashed almost, maybe?
Yeah, it could be he's sticking to his script. It could be he's brainwashed. It could be he's an automaton. It could be any any manner of things. You know, you're not sure exactly what. You wouldn't be able to get that from an insight check, but I will say you did know that. But still go ahead and make your move. So you have your movement and action, bonus action, all that good stuff.
Is he? How far away is he? Sorry, 1, 2, 3. How far is each block?
5 feet. Each square is 5 feet.
2, 3, 4. Oh, I can get right up to him, can't I?
You have to walk around that too.
Yeah, you'd have to walk. You have to go around the
1,
boxes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, not quite. I'm going.
If you want to get there within one movement, I would allow you to make an acrobatics check to like leap over the boxes in the way to cut out that square of.
I have enough.
movement.
I have enough throwy things. I don't
Okay.
really need to worry too much about it. I'm going to try to throw a dagger at him. Although I do feel like I can. I don't know. I'll do two-handed fighting. I'll try to throw both my daggers at him.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I need to roll for this first. Was 14 hit?
14 does not hit. You take a dagger and you throw it, and as it flies through the air, he parries it aside with his energy blade.
Okay. Can I try to throw him the other one?
Yeah, go for it. That's your bonus action to throw the second one.
I got 14 for both of them.
Yeah, again, ting ting, the blades impact the ground off to the side.
Okay. We'll say I moved like right there. Actually, right there, so that people can get around me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of move forward to get a little closer. All
Am I still
right.
blocking?
No,
Is that?
that's free.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
All right.
Fine.
Bowman, it is now your turn.
All right. So if I remember correctly, Bowman did something very particular last time we played this campaign, where he collected almost all the light bulbs he passed by in the manor, and he has them just clinking around in his pockets right now. I want to throw 10 of them, like a handful. Like Bowman's hands are huge. He could probably hold 10 of them in his hands, both hands. I want to throw them at him in an attempt to either daze or stun him.
How many light bulbs do you have total? I'm gonna throw 10.
We went through the house, we went through almost the whole backside of the house.
Interesting. So okay. This would definitely be an improvised weapon attack. You will for sure have to get closer.
Okay.
In order to do that, you're too far away.
I'm gonna say Bowman walked pretty much to the edge of the boxes. So you think that's close enough?
Let me double check something. We'll let you know.
Sam coming in here doing something complicated.
So, if you move to the edge of the boxes, it's probably close enough.
Okay. Oh, there's a barrel right there. Okay.
Is there a barrel in everyone's way?
Right there.
Yes, there's a barrel there. Okay. Go ahead. Roll. You're gonna make a ranged attack roll. So roll a d20 and add your dexterity. And actually, I will actually say it's just far enough away. I am gonna have to have you roll at disadvantage probably.
Okay.
So yeah,
that's fair. Dexterity. Well, this is going to be interesting because I have a 0 + 0 modifier on my dexterity.
Whoop.
Ooh, at disadvantage, that's a 17.
Okay. Great. You shove your hands in your pockets, you pull out a handful of light bulbs, you just throw. They go flying through the air. The blade flashes up to catch the light bulbs. The light bulbs shatter against the blade and like spray into him. Go ahead and roll 1d4 for me.
That'd be a 2.
2. Great. They spray into his face. He shakes his head a little bit. But you see his hand goes up and he wipes off the lenses of these thick goggles that he's wearing. So unfortunately did not have sort of as a stunning effect as you were hoping, but he certainly seems annoyed by it.
Oh, don't worry. Bowman has more light bulbs.
Do you have a bonus action you'd like to do?
No, not really. Bowman's just gonna come around the corner from the box and then basically stand on the other side of the shorter box.
Okay, great. At the end of your turn, he is going to use his legendary action for this round.
Oh, heck yes.
He holds out his hand and the purple creatures surge with energy and begin moving forward.
We're too young for legendary actions.
Oh, they're behind us.
Yeah,
Oh,
they've been
that.
closing in on you.
Don't put them closer to me.
I don't like this.
And then
DNR rush again. No
Man.
thoughts. Yup.
so that is his legendary action this turn, and now it's his turn. So
this guy.
he is going to he takes the blade of energy in his hand and he chucks it through the air and it flies in a straight line straight towards you, Janara. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Were we supposed to fight this guy?
Okay, you take 18 psychic damage as the blade slams into you.
I'm
And-
down.
Psychic energy racks through your brain. You hit the
You're-
ground unconscious.
Shit.
You're down?
I only have 14.
The blade immediately reappears in his hand and he chucks it again at you, Bowman. Okay, that's a 10. You duck and the blade slams into the ground right in front of you, Artemis. Disappears, reappears in his hand. That's his turn.
Ben.
Artemis, it's your turn.
Yeah, Artemis pees in the street. All right. Showtime, Audie. All right. Fuck. I'm gonna run forward, get up to Bowman, be like, "You can get us out of this, right? You can get us out. You can get this out. You're big. You're big. You can save us. You'll save us all. All right."
I don't know about this one.
I'm going to look at this dude, and who is 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh yeah, he's close enough. I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna point at him. I'm gonna go, "Hey, that's not very nice. I would suggest that you dispel these creatures immediately." And I will cast suggestion on him.
What's the save on that?
That's a good question. Maybe I should pull that up before I.
It's
actually-
wisdom.
Heck yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Great.
13.
Um,
Hopefully
If
he's not
is-
very wise.
is there anything in there about if he's in combat with you?
Oh, probably.
No, there's not. I have it pulled open too.
Complete in a shorter time. No. Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Creatures that can't be charmed or immune. He has to be able to hear and understand me.
So he rolled a 21 on his wisdom.
I'll
saving
allow
throw.
it.
Cool.
Cool.
He was like, I've been trained against magical beguiling influences.
Right,
Your
well,
words mean nothing to me.
it was worth a shot, wasn't it?
Bowman's gonna turn to Artemis and go, I suggest you pull out your weapons.
What weapons?
Anything else for Artemis?
Yeah, Janara's there. No way. He will pull out tucked under his weight. Does he have that? No, I don't think he. I think his rapier's in his room. Cool. He looks at Bowman and goes, ah. That's his turn.
Great. Okay. Cool. Octavia, that's you.
Okay. I'm also gonna run up next to Bowman. And I'm going to also attempt to say to this guy, excuse me, but I think that it's time that you take your friends and leave. Using suggestion, and that's a wisdom 14.
It's an 18 on the die.
We're not very suggestive.
That's
It's worth a
22 total.
shot, right?
Yeah, for the shot. If he gets a bad roll.
Okay. That's gonna be it for Octavia.
Okay. Nix, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to take out my long pokey stick, and I'm going to steady myself, and bonus action steady aim.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna slash at the creature that is right in front of me,
Go
or right
for it.
next to me.
And if you hit, you get sneak attack.
Right. 24.
24 hits.
Nope. 18 points of piercing damage.
Great. Yeah, this swirling energy monster charges forward right up in your face. You take a deep breath to steady yourself, take your pokey stick and jam it right into the center of the creature, feeling very little resistance as you tear through this like swirling vortex of purple energy. Blade hits something in the center and he's dispelled and is no more.
That is slightly shocking. So I'm look shocked and then look at the one that was behind him and just go.
Great. All right. It's now those things' turns. So the one that was behind him is going to come up to you and he's going to attempt to attack you. Some like spectral psychic jaws open up and try to bite you. That's a 7 to hit.
Nope.
Great. That's that one's turn. This one is going to come over here and attempt to attack you, Penny. That is a 14 to hit.
What if my armor class is 14?
That hits. You take 4 psychic damage. And this other one is gonna move forward and also attack you. That is gonna be a 23 to hit. 1 psychic damage.
Okay, that's not bad. Hell yeah, could be worse.
Okay, and then That's those 3, and then there's the 1 still down here. He's going to leap over Janara and run forward and attack you, Octavia. That is a 17 to hit. I assume 17 hits?
Yes.
3 damage, Octavia, psychic damage.
Okay.
Penny, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to do Jim's magic missile. So 3 missiles. I'm going to target the 1 for each of the 3 that are in the back with me and Nyx. I have to roll to hit for each of those 3, right? It's not 1 roll.
Yeah, because Jim's magic missile works different than normal magic missile. So I believe you do have to roll to hit for each one.
Okay. So the first one was an 8. The other one was a nat 1. My last one was a 9.
With everything added?
Yep, that was with the +4.
Yikes. So these things are surrounding you. You're panicking a little bit. You just quickly cast the spell. These darts of magical energy that are gluten-free go flying out, impact against the walls.
Cool.
Great.
Cool.
That's your turn. Top of the order, Janara, I'm going to need a death saving throw from you.
How do I do that again? I don't often die.
That's okay. Just
Weird
roll a
flex.
d20.
Okay.
Roll a d20. 10 or higher is a success. Lower than 10 is a failure.
I got 17.
17, that's 1 success.
Great.
3 successes and you're stabilized. 3 failures and you're dead.
Okay.
Okay, Bowman, it's your turn.
Because I see a little bit of wiggle room right there. Can Bowman reach diagonally and hit the beast in front?
Yeah.
Okay. Bowman's gonna take his crowbar and just kind of smash at this beast.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
To hit, that is going to be a 15.
15 hits. Go and roll damage.
Awesome. I love it when it works out.
Must be nice. I wouldn't know.
At least you're conscious.
That's going to be 11 damage.
11 damage. Great. 11. Okay. You give this thing a really good hit with your double crowbar. The energy shakes and vibrates, and you think you hit it with enough force to just completely flatten it and dissipate it, but it comes back together. Your attack seems to have injured it. The energy is like barely holding together, but it did not do as much as you thought it would based off of the heft of the hit.
Okay.
I'll just quickly say, Nyx, the only reason I didn't say anything about that with you was the damage is high enough just to outright kill it regardless. But
I think that's gonna be my turn.
great. Okay. It's that guy's turn again. The magic blade in his hand. He is gonna take his first attack, gonna throw it at you, Artemis, since you tried to suggest him.
Cool.
That's not great. That's 12.
Haha! You suck.
And then as soon as the blade whizzes, the blade leaves his hand, whizzes past your ear. As soon as it goes behind you, it disappears and reappears in his hand, and he throws it again. This time at Octavia. That is a 14 to hit.
Yeah,
I'll
that'll hit.
scream it. I will. I'll shout out some words at him to distract him right as he throws it,
Okay, go for it.
and I'll go, "Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but we're the good guys, so fuck off, maybe."
Amazing. Go ahead and roll for your cutting words.
Yeah. That is -3 to his attack.
Okay, so that brings it down to an 11 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
All right. As you sing this, the blade disappears out of his hand. He's like, and he resummons it.
Class.
That's his turn.
Some random person just like came very close to death by this magical energy blade. And
Yeah.
suddenly fine.
Artemis, it is your turn.
All right. Time to get serious. Wait a minute. Artemis, wow, I'm as bad as Artemis. I do have a weapon. Okay. Okay, first off, I'm gonna look down at Janara, who is, bleeding on the ground. I'm gonna cast a healing word and go, live! So you will get, oh geez, what's the bonuses with that? Is there any bonus? Healing word is going to give you 5 points.
Am I awake then?
You come to consciousness. You just hear unconscious on the ground. You just hear Artemis shout, "Live!" And suddenly, your eyes open, and some of your wounds begin to knit close from the sheer power of Artemis's voice.
Thank you.
You are still prone on the ground, but you are conscious with 5 hit points.
Anytime, and then I'm going to reach behind. Into a little breast pocket. I'm gonna pull out a really tiny, cute little revolver. I'm gonna point it at the guy down the alley, and I'm gonna scream, "Die!" And I'm gonna shoot him.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
Nope, that's a 2 on the dice. There's no way that hits.
Puff of smoke out of the gun as it goes off. Bullet whizzes past him out into the street behind him somewhere.
Whoops. I do want to. I've heard commotion behind me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I'm just gonna go up a little bit if I can get my guy to move. Move, buddy.
Might have to move him diagonally first around the barrel.
Oh yeah. Okay. Just to see what's going on up here. Okay, I see there are some people up there. I'm not actually, sorry, I'm misclicking a bunch. Okay, so I'm gonna see that there are some people, some purpley dudes back there. Because line of sight is fun. And then I'm just gonna move right back to where I was.
Okay.
So that I know, can clock where everyone is. Awesome, yeah, that's my turn.
Great. At the end of your turn, he's gonna use his 1 legendary action for the round.
Dude.
He snaps his fingers, and all of the psychic creatures that he summoned all get a free attack.
Rude.
Cool.
Octavia, the one in front of you, surges with energy, and spectral jaws go out to try to bite you. That is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's going to be 1 psychic damage. Nyx, the one in front of you, attacks you. That's going to be 14 to hit.
That's my armor class.
That's going to be 3 psychic damage. And Penny, both of them in front of you are going to go for you. 14 for 1. So that's 4 psychic damage.
Beautiful.
And the other one got a natural 1. So does not hit.
Do I get points back because he got a natural 1?
Nope. So suddenly, like I said, all these creatures immediately surge forward upon this guy's command. Spectral jaws lashing out and tearing into you, your brains in pain, as well as the spot where they rended into you. As if psychic energy surged through your brains through your veins straight to your brain. Octavia, it's your turn.
Yep. Okay.
kind of sucks here.
I don't like this spot.
You know, I just
Can I?
don't like it.
Do I have like line of sight to the dude controlling these things?
I think so. If you can see him, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you have
then
line
I'm
of
gonna
sight.
attempt to shoot him with my pistol.
Okay. I will just. I will note something because you are in melee with an enemy. All ranged attack rolls have disadvantage.
Oh shit! Then I don't want to do that.
There's unless
Okay.
you take some very specific feats.
Okay. Then I have to reevaluate, and I apologize.
Nope, that's okay.
Okay.
How many are there total, Ben? Just because the fog of war stuff, I
Yeah,
can't see
there
everything.
were 5. There are now 4.
4. Is that counting the guy controlling them, or just the?
No, so the guy there's
Okay.
the guy controlling them plus 4 monsters. Sorry.
Awesome. Cool.
Okay. Then I'm gonna attack the thing in front of me with the lightning lure spell.
Go for it.
He's already in front of me, so like it's not gonna move him any closer.
Yeah. No, go for it.
But actually, that's a saving throw.
Saving throw.
right?
Great. What saves that?
Yeah, target was strength saving throw.
That's a 4.
Oh yeah, he doesn't. That fails. Okay, so he takes 7 lightning damage.
Great. You're scrambling. You're like trying to see if you can get a good angle on the guy, but the thing in front of you's in the way, and so you just like hold up your camera, bulb like point blank in this thing's face, and click, and jolt of electricity surges out straight into this thing as the bulb flashes, and poof, it evaporates.
Oh, fantastic.
Ooh.
Okay, that will end my turn because I don't have any other bonus actions I can do,
Great. Nix, it's your go.
and I don't want to move.
I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time, except on the new guy.
Great. Go for it. Yeah, so you use bonus action to steady yourself.
Oh, I get advantage. I forgot.
Yeah, you said yeah.
I did not roll with advantage last time.
That's what that's the steady thing.
13.
13 just barely misses, unfortunately.
Okay.
But you stab out with your pokey stick, and it moves out of the way just in time and snarls at you.
I'm gonna just move up one.
Okay.
Just like take a step to the side.
Great. Is those things turns? So the one that you've been fighting, Nix, is gonna go ahead and attack you. That's a 10.
Nope.
And then the 2 in front of you, Penny, we're gonna go for you. That is a 13
That does not hit. Fuck off.
and a 6.
Fuck off. Hell yeah.
All right. Holding it together in the back. Penny, it's your turn.
I'm going to do the same thing I did last time, but this time I'm going to manifest a positive attitude to hit all 3 times.
Go for it.
That is 16
That hits.
and that is a 17
Also hits.
and that is a 16.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
positive
Got this.
attitude worked. Great.
This
Go
is
ahead and roll
easy.
damage.
D&D is easy when you have a positive mind. All right, the first one, oh no, the first one's 2 damage. And then the next one is 6 damage. And then the last one is 5 damage.
Great. You, after the first one went off badly, you're like, oh, come on, Jim, don't fail me now. and you cast the spell again, and this time all 3 gluten-free darts find home and impact go like soar straight into the center of these creatures and detonate. They a couple of them, the energy is flickering weakly. One of them still looks pretty raring to go.
Which one?
The one near you.
Right next to me.
No, the one near Nyx
Oh,
is the one raring to go.
Cool.
Great. Janara, it is your turn.
Am I able to attack?
So you have to use half your movement to stand up, but then you are welcome to do anything else.
Oh, I could stand up and still get to him.
Yep,
Great.
Yeah.
I'm going right for the big guy.
go for it.
So if I use a key point as part of my action, I can do a key fueled attack,
Okay.
but I don't quite understand what that means.
So basically what that means is anytime you would use key points for something. So like, for instance, if you use
Fury of blows.
if you use flurry of blows, you could use your key empowered strikes on with your flurry of blows, for instance. I'm trying to find.
I'm just trying to figure out what the damage is, like how I roll for the damage.
Yeah. So flurry of blows, patient defense, step of the wind, and then you get. Is that key empowered strike? Wait.
TCOE page 48. I don't have that in front of me.
Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Okay, so that would be.
I need all these books in front of me.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Yes, let me double check how that works so that we can go through it. Okay.
I just want to punish him as much as
optional
possible.
class features. Key
Yeah,
fueled attack. You spend one key point or more as part of your action. Ensuring you can make one attack with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon as a bonus action before the end of the turn. Okay. So basically this just means that you would get to make an extra bonus action strike on your turn. But you already would you would already get that technically. Basically this is for like if you use your action to say step of the wind, then you could still bonus action attack. But if you're already attacking on the turn, then you get a free bonus action unarmed strike on your turn anyway. So this would only be good if you didn't do the attack action on your turn, basically.
Okay, well I'm going to attack.
Okay, so yeah, you stand up. Yeah, go for it. Are you moving right up to him or
I'm moving right up to him. I'm going to do two-handed unarmed, and I'm going to use luck so that I have advantage.
Great. Yeah, if you just want to move your character token. Yeah. Go ahead and roll first. Don't burn the luck point unless you need to. You know what I mean?
Oh, 21 hits.
21 hits.
And no. I dropped my dice. And does 18 hit?
You punch him the first time, second time, nearly connects, he uses his reaction and throws up a shield of magical force and your hand deflects off of it.
This dude.
But the first one still hit. So that was action for the first punch, bonus action for the second punch. Are you using a key point to get an extra flurry of blows attack?
Yes.
Great.
Punch him.
19.
19. The magical barrier drops away as you go in for one last blow. So, bam! Magical barrier, bam! Uppercut. Go ahead and roll damage for the 2 that hit.
6 damage. 5 damage.
Awesome. Yeah, you get in a couple good hits on him. The uppercut actually, you crack one of the lenses of his goggles.
Since I'm right in front of him and I'm literally punching him, can I tell if he's human or if he's a machine of some sort?
Punching him, you can feel flesh give way. So he appears to be a humanoid. You're not sure if he's a human, an elf, another humanoid of about the same height as a human or an elf. He doesn't look quite tall enough to be a half orc. But there's any number of beings that could be of this rough height and build.
Okay, and I think since I used a flurry of blows, I think I can disengage without there being.
Oh yes, I think that is a drunken master feature.
Yeah, I think I can. So I'll take like a step back so I'm not right in front of him. Yeah.
Monks are crazy.
Monks are crazy. Great. Yes. Okay, that is your turn. Yeah. Go ahead and Bowman, it's your turn.
First of all, Ben, I apologize in advance. So Bowman sees right in front of him 2 crates, specifically the smaller one that's right in front of him. He lifts crates all the time.
Yep.
And he throws them around like they're nothing.
Sure.
He's going to pick up the crate in front of him and chuck it at the guy in front of him.
Make an athletics check.
Bowman's got this.
1 hit KO.
Ooh, that is going to be a non-natural 20.
So you lift it up with no problem. Now you're going to make a ranged attack roll. So roll a d20, add dexterity. This is an improvised weapon. I will say with that athletics, though, it's just a straight roll, no disadvantage.
Okay.
I cannot now delete the image of the box.
I will just assume that it's not there.
But it's not there. And I have deleted the invisible walls. So you should be able to move through its space freely now.
All right. Just this. You said it was a dexterity, right?
Yeah, add your dexterity.
Okay. That was an 18.
18. Oh, he already burned his reaction. Great. Yeah, you lift it up, you chuck it at him. Go ahead. This is a pretty hefty wooden crate. I'll say go ahead and roll a d8 for me.
All right. 8 damage.
Nice. You hoist this crate quickly and throw it down towards him, and he turns his shoulder into it. It slams into him, and he staggers as the crate hits the ground. Actually, let me roll a saving throw for him, see if it knocks him over. Oh no! Crate slams into him. He falls to the ground as the crate rolls out into the street behind him. He is now prone on the ground.
Before the end of my turn, Bowman is going to take out his switchblade and turn to Artemis and says, "Here, take this. It's probably going to be more effective."
Great.
So it's just a dagger, so just use a dagger.
Great. It is now his turn. Actually, I need to roll a check real quick.
It's not worrisome or anything.
Wow, no. Okay. Yeah. As he stands up, he goes for the blade and it's not in his hand. He's like, and he does a thing in front of him and summons the blade of psychic energy again. But that's his turn.
Cool.
Do I have the blade now? Bowman, did you give me his sword?
No, don't be foolish.
So that's his turn. He stands up. He realizes he doesn't have his psychic blade in his hands anymore, and he has to summon a new one.
Oh, sure.
I want
That's
that
the end of
back,
his turn.
brother.
Artemis, it's your go.
Oh, okay. Well, once I realize that I do not have a magical sword in my hands, say, don't worry. I think I can do this one. I'm going to just like puff my chest. I'm going to climb up on the crate that's in front of me.
Sure.
Climb
Go
up on top
ahead.
of it.
And
Oh, God.
this was a little bit larger. Make an athletics check. Not a super high DC, but there's always a chance you could totally whiff it.
Okay, we're good. Athletics?
Yep.
I think it's a +0. I don't know why it would be plus anything. Athletics, sorry.
Can
Oh my
you
gosh, I have
roll-
a +1? Oh yeah, because bards. 14.
Easy enough. You clamber on top of this crate. You can go ahead and move your token there. I cleared the way for you.
Thank you. Climb up on top. I'm gonna hold this dagger up in the air. I'm gonna point it at him and say, all right, time for my most powerful weapon. It's time for some life on the farm. And I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers. So
Okay.
that his mind is suddenly just racked with excited banjo music.
Okay. What's the save on that?
I believe it's a wisdom save. Yeah.
What is that? Oh no.
Yeah.
That's an 11.
Yeah, that's a failure. All right. 3d6 psychic banjo damage, baby. Pretty good. 16 points of banjo music.
16. You said this is psychic damage?
Yes.
Good to know. He shifts his head a little bit. The ding 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 playing in his ears. He's like, ugh.
Yeah,
It's
it's bad,
the
isn't
side of
it?
his head a little bit. And he shakes. He's still. Is this an ongoing effect, or is it just instant and it's over?
It's just it ends.
Okay, so he shakes it off, and he you can't see his face really, but you imagine he's scowling at you.
Right.
Does
Does he have his reaction currently, or is that burned?
he regained it on his turn? Yes.
So, on a failed save, it takes the damage, must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Oh. Yeah. He just like
Off the board.
He just runs off the board into the wild.
yeah. He just runs right to the end. He just runs out into the street, and he shakes his head, and he looks back at all of you back there.
Give him a little wink. I'm gonna look down at Bowman. Then I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go help them in the back. But I'm gonna jump down, clap him on the shoulder a little bit. I'm gonna whisper in his ear, if you mess with Bowman, you will be left moaning. If you mess with Bowman, no, go and kick his ass, inspiration. I'm gonna run away.
Great. You are now inspired. You have a D6. You can add to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Up, down.
Bowman's gonna whisper to himself, I don't know why I like this, but I do.
Also, Artemis, I will say, given this guy's bearing, you don't think the dissonant whispers physically harmed him as much as you were hoping it was going to, but it still hurt him. Clearly, based on the fact that he just bolted out into the street after hearing the banjo music. But
Sure.
Get out of the way.
Listen, some people are really actually fans of banjos. So.
I know.
Wait, I have a question.
All right.
Yes.
Him moving farther away from his little
Doesn't do
spiritual
anything.
minion. Okay.
That being said, at the end of Artemis's turn, he is going to burn a he's gonna burn a legendary action. As he turns back around, he's like, enough of this. And he holds out his hand, and at the back of the alley, the three creatures back here, they surge with psychic energy. I am going to need from
Shit, then.
Penny, Nyx, and Artemis, now that you've moved up there, I am going to need wisdom saving throws.
No.
I'm wise as an elephant, man.
Why do I have negative wisdom?
What did we all get?
Is this against magic?
Yes.
I have advantage.
I got a 14.
14 is a success. You still take half damage, so you take 7 psychic damage. Nyx?
Initially, I got a 7, but with advantage, I got a 16.
That's a success. You take 7 psychic damage.
Don't
And Artemis?
6.
6? You take 15 psychic damage.
Woo.
These three creatures are now gone, though. As they pulsed with energy and vibrated, they exploded with psychic energy. And all three of you that were nearby, the psychic energy washes over all of you. And you're clutching your heads and like trying to force the pain out, but they are now gone.
Ow.
Adam.
Octavia, it's your turn.
Can I hold my action until he gets back into range if he's going to?
Yes, just let me know what action you want to use.
Yeah, I would like to cast the witch bolt, but I'm gonna hold it until he's within range.
So you prepare to cast Witch Bolt. You're holding it for when he gets back in range. Yes, you can do that. Great. Nyx, that's you.
I'm gonna kind of do the same thing, but I'm gonna move and then bonus action dash up. Like 5, 10, 20. God. 20, 30. Wait, hang on. 5, 10. 40, 45. Well, I'll just stay there for right now.
Okay, and you're
And then
holding...
I'm gonna throw a dagger.
Are you holding throwing a
Yes,
dagger?
I'm holding throwing
Okay,
a dagger.
until he steps back into the alley?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Great. And then Penny.
Okay. I want to move up. This big crate is still there, though, right?
The big crate? Which
Yeah.
big crate?
The one next to Bowman that Artemis jumped over.
Yes. That
Okay.
crate is still there, but Artemis climbed up. You saw Artemis climb up onto it.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna move. Can I move diagonally 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get right behind the crate, so that I can kind of like duck behind it if
Sure.
possible, and I'll have my rifle out like in front or on top of the crate, you know,
Okay.
like a super cool sniper.
Yeah. So so what I will say then, basically your options are you can either use the hide action to attempt to obscure your position, or if you're just crouching down behind it, I will give you half cover.
Yeah, crouching down.
Okay. So you crouch down behind it, getting half cover. That's your movement. You still have your action. Do you want to hold your action? Do you want to shoot at him? What do you want to do?
I can't see him, right? So I can't shoot at him.
Yeah, I guess he's I mean, he's out in the street. I would say you probably can see him. He went off map. You can see him, but he's like out in the street.
Right. Are there any like people nearby? Like
you can't see if there are people like around the corners of the buildings. You don't see anyone immediately out in the street. You see like I would say probably like across the street there's like a horse hitched to a little like hitch post, but you don't see any people about right this second, but there could be some like around the corner that you can't see. You're not sure.
I'm gonna still go for it.
Okay.
It's late at night. If you make me kill a civilian during this game, I'm never gonna talk to you again. But so I'm gonna shoot at him with my rifle.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
Ah, hey, hell yeah! That is 6. That's a 22.
22 for sure hits.
And 1d8. That's 7 damage.
7 damage. Nice. Your gun goes off, shooting out into the street, hits him in the shoulder. You see his blood stains start spreading on the front of his leathers.
Nice.
That's your turn. Janara, anything from you?
Yeah, I'm going to. I can't see him on the board.
Yeah,
So
he's
I'm not-
off. He's off the map.
How
Right.
far away is he? 3, 4, 5.
About 30 feet away.
Oh, great. I can get to him. I'm going to do what I did last time.
You run out right into the street.
Sure am.
As you run out right into the street, just so you know, you don't see anyone in the immediate vicinity, but you do hear a high-pitched sound of like whistles, like down a couple blocks. Sounds like police whistles.
Sure.
You know, there's been a couple gunshots nearby.
Kind of nice part of town. Ew.
In a decent part of town. But you can go ahead and make your attack rolls.
I'm still attacking.
Yeah, no, go for it.
I'm gonna do 20. I'm not picking it up again. 18. I'm using luck.
Okay. I was about to say he shields against the 18, but he already used his reaction, so.
Yay.
I was 19. That was another 19.
18, 19, and 19. All three
Yes.
hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Five, 6, 5.
5, 6, 5. So total of 16 damage.
Yes.
That's a pretty substantial amount of damage. Yeah. You run forward and you almost you enter like this like zen of you know the like as if you're back training with the punching bag at home, right? And you just into him in rapid succession. Staggers backwards as he takes the hits. As you hit him, you feel like ribs crack under your punches. He's looking pretty rough. He's got, he's bleeding from a gunshot wound in his shoulder. His goggles are cracked. His cloak is somewhat tattered. He's not looking great. But that is that's action, bonus action, movement.
Before I end my turn, can I tell him that if he would like me to give him money for information and to leave us alone, the offer is still open?
Okay, you say that. Bowman, it's your turn. He
All
doesn't
right.
respond immediately, but
All right. So how far away is he from Bowman? 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
it's like 35 feet away, yeah.
Just outside of my full walking distance. I guess really what the only thing Bowman can do is Bowman's gonna cast Hellish Rebuke. He's gonna do a dexterity saving throw.
So Hellish Rebuke is a reaction spell that you can only cast when you've been hit.
Oh, right.
Like as a response to getting hit.
Right. Bowman is just going to advance forward.
And you can always hold an action as well.
He's gonna advance forward, and then he's going to just hold his crowbar.
Okay, great. Yes, you hold your crowbar for if he comes within range. So, great. It is his turn. He's looking pretty rough. He takes his I need to roll for his psychic blade. 3 hits. Okay. So he maintains concentration on his psychic blade. But he turns to you, Janara, psychic blade in hand, and says, "You all are a thorn in my side. Not for much longer, though." And he goes to attack you. That's a non-natural 20 to hit.
Yeah.
So you take...
If it's more than 5, I'm down again.
Yeah, he stabs you and you drop unconscious again. He then advances forward. I know you are holding an action, Bowman, so go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right. Let me go back to that. That is a 18 to hit.
Reaction shield. Your crowbar sparks off this magical barrier that he summons in front of him. And then he goes to stab you.
Can I have a reaction to a reaction?
What reaction?
A Hellish Rebuke reaction.
So that this is if he hits you, you can reaction Hellish Rebuke him.
Sweet.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Great. So
Great.
you take...
You're excited.
Okay, that was a low roll. You take 6 psychic damage.
Bowman's gonna go, oh, that hurts so bad.
Do I also get to throw my dagger?
You step
Yes, he
within
does.
range? Yes, go for it. Make your attack roll and then let me know.
Can he make a dexterity saving throw?
Ooh, that's not great. That's an 11.
That he fails on that.
Okay. He rushes forward. You go to hit him with your crowbar. Magically deflects it off to the side. He goes to stab you straight through the chest. you move a little bit, so the psychic blade like scrapes into your shoulder. You feel the pain surge up immediately into your brain as it does. But flames burst from your hand and engulf him in retaliation. How much damage does he take?
He takes 10.
10. Wow. A flame bursts around him, his cloak catching fire along the edges, still smoldering. Nyx, he entered your range, so you chuck your dagger.
I had 12.
Dagger goes wide, just skitters to the ground next to him. How
much psychic damage did I take?
5.
5, okay.
He's gonna use his bonus action to disengage from you, Bowman.
That's rude.
Incredibly rude.
And he is going to move past you into the alley. He seems to be going for Octavia now. That being said, Octavia, you were also holding an action, which there's no way he would have known about. But
Okay, and it was which bolt? Ooh, okay. That's a 25 to hit.
25 hits. So this dude stabs Bowman, gets engulfed with flame, doesn't even seem to care. He moves right past Bowman before Bowman can swing at him. And he moves forward and around Nyx, going for you, Octavia.
Keep, go one more.
That's his full movement.
Damn it.
And he takes nine lightning damage from my
your camera flashes, red electricity shoots out of it and engulfs his body, and he falls to one knee and hits the ground. As he hits the ground, you're like, it's over.
Oh my.
Stands back up.
Fucking shit, man. Okay.
This wasn't even my final form.
He still looks extremely rough, and his head is like shifting around at this point. That's the end of his turn, though. He can't do anything else. Artemis, is your go.
All right. Seeing that he's come back for more, I'm gonna walk towards him a little bit. And I'll just get close to him like this. I'm gonna look at him, and I'm gonna like point the gun at him, but I'm not actually gonna use it. I'm gonna be like, honestly, did you think this was gonna end any other way? You're an idiot. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
That's a 10.
Awesome, that's a failure, so... Ooh, 4 points of psychic damage, reduced to 2, right?
Reduced to 2.
And then he has disadvantage as the next attack.
It's not gonna have one.
Cool.
As you say that to him, he staggers forward a little bit, the blade flickering in and out of existence in his hand, and then hits the ground. He's down.
You're only 2 away. That's great.
Actually, he had 1 hit point left. He had been dropped to 0 hit points, but he has a thing that lets him come back with 1.
Oh,
The first time he drops to 0.
so that was him hit like his knee.
Correct.
That's stupid.
I'm just gonna look
Little
at.
peek behind the DM screen on that.
Can I look down at his dead body and then look up at Artemis and go, "Wow, words really do kill."
Great.
Yeah.
Am I still
So-
unconscious?
Yes.
Yeah. So since he is down, Bowman can probably see that by now. Bowman's gonna go over to Janara and pick her up and bring her into the alley and use lay on hands. You can go up to 5 HP.
Thank you.
You still hear the sirens? What is the status on that?
By now you can all hear police whistles loudly closing in on your location, and you all realize you probably got to get out of here real quick. So with that, I need all of you to make a stealth check for me.
I
Yes.
want to investigate his body.
Make
real
an investigation check. You are going to lose a little bit of time on this.
Yeah, but I could double dash.
Double dash.
Ooh,
Mario Kart double dash.
Janara, super stealthy.
I got a 16.
16. You search his body. The leather armor that he's wearing is very nice. He doesn't have a whole lot on his person. He has a dagger that he didn't pull out at any point,
Okay.
but he has a dagger on him.
I'm gonna take it.
Great, you get a spare dagger. It's a very nice looking dagger, nicer than yours, but doesn't seem particularly remarkable other than it's just well made. His goggles are now cracked, but
I'm gonna take him.
you pull the goggles off, you see a blank gray eyes.
I'm not gonna
underneath
look too
the
hard at that.
goggles. But you take the goggles. He doesn't really have much on his person. You do find tucked away in a cloak, you find a kind of a badge that indicates that he is part of the Watchful Order of mages and protectors.
I'm gonna pocket that too.
So I need everybody's stealth checks as you're fleeing out of here.
Where are we going?
19.
So hold on. I'll collect everybody's numbers. So going around, Artemis.
I think I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Great. You get advantage. You still make the roll, but roll with advantage.
Got it. Thank God. Okay. Getting there. Sorry. Stealth.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Great. Octavia.
19.
Nice. Penny.
19.
Nice. Nyx.
24.
24. Very good. Janara.
21.
21. Nice. And Bowman.
So Bowman actually wants to take the body with him to bring it to Vinny. And he rolled with disadvantage for stealth, and he got a 15.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Awesome. We're so good.
You've got this body over your shoulder. You're moving through the shadows. All of you rolled very, very well. So you all dart through back alleys, carefully moving between streets. There's a couple of close calls as you hear police getting close, but you hang tight to the darkness, and then you continue onward. Artemis, a couple times you sneak ahead, being invisible, and make a noise somewhere else to try to distract the guards, and you regroup with everybody else as you all continue your way back to Vinny. Okay, so after
I have a question. While I was investigating his body,
yes,
could I have gleaned why he was so robotic in his speech?
not from investigating his pockets or anything like that. That would maybe be another check, which you could still make at some point since Bowman took the body.
Bowman took the
right.
body.
Right.
Speaking of which, despite the fact that you are carrying a dead body with you, you actually, let's see if he actually is dead.
Wait, Sam, did you use the inspiration?
Oops.
An unconscious body with you.
But not dead.
Unless one of you very specifically hit him a few times while he was unconscious.
Can I poke him?
As you're running away, you would like to stab him
Yeah.
while he's on Bowman's shoulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb up on Bowman.
Okay, make an attack roll. If you hit, it's an auto crit and 2 failures.
Oh my God, Bowman is a freight train if he can keep up.
16.
That hits.
Cool.
So, I mean, he still has
Okay, I'll poke him
One
again.
death saving throw left.
14.
You do technically get advantage.
That was lower. But I'm gonna poke him again. That was a 19 on the dice.
Okay, so we will say retroactively that you made sure he was dead.
No, we did this on the run.
Oh yeah. Okay,
No.
so you're on the run. You got very good stealth rolls, but while you're on the run, he's like jostling on Bowman's shoulder. You hear like a slight groan from him, and Nyx, you're like, oh shit, and you like climb up Bowman and just start stabbing him. He's dead now. He is dead now.
I check his pulse to make sure.
There's no heartbeat.
Okay.
While we're running, Penny's gonna be like hyperventilating a little bit, and she's gonna be like, "We just straight up killed that guy. We killed someone. We literally just killed someone, and the cops are gonna find us, and we are all getting arrested, and we're all gonna be in jail. And I swear, if I am in jail, I'm going to be so mad." And she's gonna be hyperventilating.
Octavia's just
not
gonna
that bad.
grab Penny's hand and just kind of like hold it.
Just saying.
Just keep pulling
no-
her
no-
along.
No body, no crime.
You're holding the body.
Yeah, but I could go dump it.
We're gonna give it to a professional criminal who we are employed by, I think.
We're all going to jail. We're all going to jail.
Also, we know people who can get us out of jail because they've done that for me. So
We know a criminal that could get us out of jail. Who says that he's actually going to follow up and help us?
We're not going to jail.
No, like I said, no body, no crime, no jail time.
Oh my god.
You all do manage to make it back across the city to Butcher's Butcher. Butcher is gone for the night, but as before, they left the door open for you. You come in, go down into the basement, go into the secret room. Vinny stands up from the table quickly as you come in, body over your shoulder, Bowman. And Freedom like looks over and she's like, okay. And Vinny steps forward, like, dump the body on the table. I want to see it.
Yeah, okay. Bowman just sweeps the table, knocking over cups and maybe things written down. All right.
Vinny takes a look over the body. I'm gonna roll something for him. It's pretty good.
Then question: how long does it take to get back?
So you had made it part of the way back, and then you were just gonna make the rest of the distance, but you were trying to be stealthy and carrying a body with you. I'd say probably half an hour after the fight is by the time you get here.
So I've still got half an hour of invisibility.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no.
Let me brainstorm. I'll get back to you.
Okay. Vinny looks over the body. He rolled decently. He holds open the eyes, which are, like I said, this like gray, this like blank gray color. Says, now what on earth is going on here? Any of you ever seen anything like this before?
what is he looking at?
The eyes,
Yeah,
and as you look, blank gray color. But initially it was just sort of, at the first glance, his eyes were they were gray. They were pale and blank, but they were gray. But as you look closer, there's no pupil.
Bowman rolled a history check to see if he remembered. He got a 16.
Nothing historical that you can think of. You can make a medicine check if you would like.
Ooh, actually.
Or Arcana.
I rolled a
Would
natural 20.
history for. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so Nyx, what did you roll? Medicine or Arcana or
Medicine.
medicine? Natural 20.
Yeah.
So you come over to the body and you take a look. Again, you look at the eyes. You don't see any pupil. You're thinking about it. from a medicine standpoint. Other features that you can see on this guy seem like you pull back his hood, he's got, human ears, pull down his mask, normal human facial features. He's got like short dark hair. But that, I think that's extraordinarily weird. You don't know of any being, any normal average being that has eyes like that would live in Waterdeep. You know of a few extremely rare creatures and entities that could have eyes like that, but seeing eyes like that in a human is very bad. I will also say you got a natural 20, which is very, very good. You see something move a little bit, like around the side of his eye.
Like a kind of like a ringworm type movement under the skin.
Kind of like that.
We gotta take those eyes out.
Do you point that out to anybody?
Yeah.
You point that out. Vinny sees it.
I think I just point and go, oh!
Vinny, out of his jacket, pulls a dagger, and reaches in. You see a little wriggling creature.
Do the pupils return?
Yes.
What is it?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Penny's gonna scream. She's like just screaming.
I got
Okay.
17.
17.
I got a 23.
23,
No, 22. 22.
22. Janara, you don't know what this is. Octavia, I will say 22 is going to be high enough to do it. Looking at this, it's unbelievable, but that's a Mind Flayer tadpole.
Oh shit.
Mm.
I will share that information with the rest of the room.
It was doing psychic damage.
And it's alive and wriggling in Vinny's hand, and he's like, "Oh, that can't be good!" And he throws it down on the ground and flattens it with his boot and twists.
Oh. I was gonna try and save it.
Sorry about that, but I don't think we want any mind flayers in this city. Y'all might be a little new around here, but I have encountered some mind flayers before, and they're none too pleasant. So, mind flayers
Yes, but they're-
tadpole in Waterdeep. That is unusual, and probably says there's more of them around here.
Have you ever encountered a Watchful Order agent before?
Not personally,
Okay.
but I mean that's clearly who's in front of me.
Right. I just want to know if it's normal for them to have little tadpole things in their head.
As far as I know.
He called himself a loyal follower of the Black Staff.
Well,
That
the Black Staff is the head of the Watchful Order.
Okay, so that's normal.
Yeah, that's not unusual.
The tadpole, though, that's different.
Tadpole's pretty weird.
Is there any identifying information on the badge that I pulled off his body?
No, none. So I take it that as my associate feared, Mr. Wilmington's house was under surveillance.
Mm-hmm. Sure was.
So
You lost one of your friends?
Oh yeah. He a fatal blow that took down the agent here, Artemis, also lost his life.
Make a deception check for me.
Can I have advantage because he's invisible?
no.
That doesn't help your
No.
lying.
Terrible.
Oh my
6.
God. 6? Oh my God. I rolled terribly and I still, with his bonuses, beat you. He says, all right, I telling he died. He's just not. If he's was he too much of a coward to come back here after the fight? Did he like bolt? What happened?
I think we completed the job and he decided that his debt was paid and he left.
I just want some noises to happen.
I assume that Bowman didn't actually see Artemis cast invisibility, so he assumes he doesn't know where Artemis
no,
is.
I would say because you were all in the alley, like trying to figure this out together. You would have seen Artemis casting the spell.
Bowman was also carrying a dead body.
I know, but I would either assume Artemis communicated it to you guys.
Yeah,
or
I
you
made bird
saw-
noises, remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and he distracted some of the police officers and that sort of thing. So you know that he he went invisible.
Yeah, Artemis is just now against a wall. Not sure what to do. Invisible.
Well, it's a shame that Mr. Brightshield didn't come back, but you say the job's completed, so I assume he found the information I needed. Also, who was the one who said the job was completed? Octavia, go ahead and make a deception check for me as well. Don't bother, he got a natural 1 on his insight check.
Cool, because I didn't roll that well either.
Anything beats a natural 1.
We did complete.
I thought we did.
Yeah, we got the black man.
No, I know, but the lie was
That Artemis left because we completed it.
yeah.
Okay.
I told a partial truth. but
Right.
It was not a full truth.
Right. So, what blackmail info you got for me?
It's got a love child with a former
Pays a lot of
maid.
money to keep that hidden.
Yeah.
Aha. Very nice. My associate will be pleased to receive this information. You didn't happen to copy down the address that this person lives at, did you?
Did we?
Did we get
Didn't we get the name of the mother? Maybe.
Matilda Marcus.
But you say that and he's like, name will be good enough. Thank you.
She's a former housekeeper.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, as far as I'm concerned, your debts to me are officially paid. And I mean, you brought me a grim corpse, but you took care of it, so I assume there's no witnesses. So in celebration of being freed from your debt, he gets out, he pushes the body off the table, and he pulls out a cluster of shot glasses and a bottle of whiskey, and he pours a shot for everybody, and passes them out. And he passes one to Freedom as well and says, "Here's to your help this evening, and Freedom, here's to finding some folks who can get the job done." And then he raises his shot glass for cheers, and after you all cheers, he takes the shot.
Do I recognize the brand?
Make a history check.
Jeez. Nah, I rolled another 2.
No, the bottle wasn't on the table very long. He poured the shot glasses and set it down on the floor, and you're just too busy like trying to just stay hidden in the corner.
Who knows if there even was a label on the bottle?
Well, that does officially conclude our business. Though I would like to say, I am pleased with your work, and if you're in the market for any more business to do for me, next time for pay, come on by. Let Mr. Butcher upstairs know that you're looking to bring in some fresh meat for him. But I believe that concludes our business for now. So you all have a wonderful evening. Give that, if you see Mr. Brightshield, let him know it was kind of rude not to check back in, but I suppose his debt is also paid. But if you'll excuse Freedom and I, we do have a body to now dispose of.
Bowman's gonna pull Freedom aside and ask and away from the rest of the group. Hey, Freedom. What's Artemis's address? I have a thing I gotta make sure he does tomorrow.
Yes. He doesn't have a permanent address in the city, but there is an inn that he stays in. And she gives you the address of the inn and the name of the inn, which is I
It's a
believe
fun name.
it is Sword Maiden's Gaze. And gives you the address. It is near, it is literally across from the head of the Sword Maiden, which is one of the, there's a bunch of giant statues like scattered throughout Waterdeep that hundreds of years ago came alive and just started like moving around the city. And then when they stopped being alive, they were just like now in the positions they were in. The Sword Maiden is over in the North Ward. Most of the statue is gone except for the head, which has a shop built inside it. And the hotel that Artemis stays at is called the Shield Maiden's Gaze because it's literally line of sight across from her.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You all have a wonderful evening. And you all head out. Except, I assume, for you, Artemis.
God.
He's in deep.
Unless you're like, never mind, I'm leaving too. It's up to you.
Yeah, is there a door to this room, or is it just like a doorway that leads back to the stairs up?
Yeah, it's a secret door that opens and closes. So I would say after all of this, I'd say you probably have 15 minutes left on the invisibility.
This is stupid. I'm gonna hang around.
Okay.
Just in the back corner. I'm gonna wait and listen to them.
Great. After the rest of them leave, Vinny, hands in his pockets, goes back over to the body, nudges it with his foot a little bit. Well, Watchful Order doing the business of the Purity Coalition. Ain't that interesting? Thought they were supposed to be neutral. Thought they were just an independent government agency. And Freedom looks over the body thoughtfully, her eyes sort of scanning the body. I don't know, boss. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe your friend in the in the people's in the coalition I'd be interested to learn about this. Maybe, but he didn't pay me for that. He paid me for this information. Still interested to keep an eye out for. As for the Mind Flayer, well, where there's one Mind Flayer tadpole, there's many. But thing I don't understand, I've been around the block longer than you, Freedom. Been around, operating out here in Waterdeep for 200 years now, I think. Just about. Been a while since I've seen a Mind Flayer, and usually when there's a tadpole inside someone, it turns them into a Mind Flayer. Mind Flayers, they don't give birth like elves or tieflings or humans or dwarves or any of the others. They reproduce by capturing people and putting tadpoles inside them. Why didn't he change when they put the tadpole inside him? Very strange. We're gonna have to keep an eye out for this. This Watchful Order might become a problem for us. But I suppose we should contact some of the guys to come down and get rid of this here body, yeah? Yeah, that's probably the best idea, boss. I can head out and get a couple of them to come down to dispose of it. That would be best. I am also going to make myself scarce. I don't want to sit around in this dusty basement all night. And got things to do tomorrow anyway. Need a good night's rest. And they both head towards the secret door. I'm going to need you to... Are you going to try to sneak out behind them, or are you going to wait till they're gone?
No, as they are going through the doorway to leave, I want to... Is there a chair behind the desk that he sits in?
Mm-hmm.
I for sure want to sit in the chair.
Okay.
Sit in the chair and immediately, like, lean back and say, honestly, Mr. Vincent, did you think I was going to leave without saying goodbye? Drop invisibility, just like cross my legs on the table and just...
He whirls around quicker than you could imagine, and a dagger is flung through the air towards your face.
Fuck.
19 to hit.
Oh shit, dude.
Oh, does Artem... Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna scream. Just, no, please, no, it's me. Cutting words.
Okay,
I got one left.
go for it.
I assume we haven't made it that far from the vicinity
You
yet.
made it far
we have.
enough that you're not gonna...
Okay.
Do we have
Oh
the
my
foresight to know that he would do something like this?
We're not even
No.
sure that he's
Great
actually
job.
with, like, in there.
I think you all would not have gone super far, but you wouldn't have heard that.
Probably calling my name outside.
Yeah, what did you get for your cutting words?
I got a 5.
5. That brings
Minus
it down to a 14.
That misses.
You duck as you scream that. Ting! I don't like it when people sneak up on me, Mr. Brightshield.
All right, I don't like daggers, so call it even.
Why were you invisible in here?
I wanted to add an addendum to our agreement. If you don't mind. We got the job for you and cleared this up and informed you of this little tadpole worm nasty flaying eye wriggly thing. But I was wondering if you wouldn't mind, as you're bringing down Mr. Wilmington, I'm not asking you to do anything, but just try to keep the daughter out of it. As much as you can. She's an innocent girl that doesn't understand the world. And her father's actions, as much as they can, shouldn't affect her and the rest of her life. That's all I ask.
Make a persuasion check.
A million. 26.
That's very good. Look, this news doesn't necessarily ever have to get out. That's how blackmail works. But I will pass the information along to my associate that if the information does have to get leaked, to do what he can to spare the rest of the family. I don't think my associate particularly cares that much about, the wife or the daughter. I think it's mostly just Wilmington. He needs his vote.
Good. Then we won't have any more problems. As if we had one to begin with. We get up.
1 second, Mr. Brightshield. You understand, I don't feel great about you snooping in my business.
To be quite perfectly honest with you, I don't feel great about it either. I was basically about to die in that corner during the conversation.
I know where you live.
That is true.
It happens again, you and I are going to have a problem. You haven't seen my bad side yet.
All right.
You don't want to see it.
I'm certain that you and I can get along just fine Without ever crossing paths ever again.
We better not. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Artemis eventually links up with the rest of you. And I assume you all go to Janara's house to await freedom, or are you all going to do something else?
Bowman's gonna first say to Artemis, "Can I get my dagger back?"
Yes. 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 Here.
It takes it, puts it back in its sheath. Clearly,
Yeah, for sure.
thanks.
It was just like sticking through like a pocket
Uh-huh.
of his coat.
I assume you've all also tucked away the masks now, so you're just walking as normal citizens out in the street. It's pretty late at this point where you're moving through the city. The slums of the dock ward are poorly lit at night. There's not many street lights, but you make your way through. You see the evening cleaning crew is out coming to sweep up all the like horse droppings left throughout the day, which are automatons built by the inventor Thomas Evenwood. The automatons in the dock ward are very rickety and dented, barely able to shift and move as they collect the horse droppings. But you eventually make your way up onto the plateau and proceed to the richer parts of the city, where there are also automatons walking about up here, but they're shiny and clean and well maintained. Their joints are oiled and cleaning up the horse droppings and other garbage and refuse on the streets. And also the street lamps are well lit and maintained throughout the city as you make your way through to the Darling Manor, which is an extremely nice manor home. You're all sort of brought into like you all kind of like come crash in, in a very nice sitting room as you wait. Janara's live-in housekeeper / her like trainer and mentor sort of comes down in a nightgown and robe, and she says, Janara, dear, who's sorry, anybody need anything?
Go back to bed. I got it.
Right, good night. And she
Good night.
makes her way off.
This is a nice place.
Yeah, it's my parents' home.
It's big.
By the way, anybody who would want to, you've been with Janara for a little bit, the name, her last name is Darling. Octavia and Artemis, neither of you even need to roll for this. The rest of you, if you would like, can go ahead and make a history check for me. But Octavia and Artemis, and anybody who gets above I'll say a 12 history would know that the last name Darling, Janara's parents, they are members of a group called the Last Adventurers. They call themselves the last adventuring party in the world, and their exploits are well known. They're written about in the papers. There are many, written accounts of their deeds and exploits as they've traveled across the land, fighting monsters, saving people, doing all the things that adventurers of past times are famous for having done. And like I said, anybody who beat a 12 would know that, but Octavia and Artemis know that
So
already.
I rolled an 11. So I am still clueless.
You don't know who.
I'm like, ooh, this is a great house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bowman rolled a 2.
Bowman does not know them.
Penny got a 10.
None of you know them somehow.
Just the way I want it.
But Octavia and Artemis know.
Yeah,
I
Octavia's
assume.
Octavia's gonna say, "Oh, so you are that darling."
Yeah, she is
I
a
am.
darling.
What
She's so sweet.
Sorry. Yes. Yep. Those are my parents.
Very
Anyone
handsome
hungry?
Family. Yeah. Starving.
Anyone thirsting?
Always.
Always.
All right. I'm going to just take them into the kitchen. I'm assuming I have
Yeah.
fully stocked everything.
Yeah.
Help
Yeah,
yourself.
Yeah, you go into the kitchen, you start opening cupboards, you turn on the lights. There's electric lighting in your house. The whole place is lit electrically, which for probably for Penny and Nyx is unusual. Penny, you've got a couple electric lights in your house, but your whole house doesn't have electric lights. And Nyx, your house has no electric lighting at all.
Can I go find like another room that nobody's using and just like stand by the light switch and flick the light?
Janara
sure.
doesn't care.
For
Do
sure.
whatever you want.
And Bowman, you're homeless, so I mean, you know, electric lights or no electric lights, you don't necessarily have a good frame of reference.
My expectations are low.
Yeah. But Janara gets out some food and drinks for all of you. Is there anything else anyone wants to do or talk about while you're waiting for freedom?
Do you have indoor plumbing?
I do.
What is
I'm
this?
assuming I do.
Yes, you have.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Go for
Great.
it.
Yeah. You know, back
Yeah, come on.
back at your house, Nyx, you know, it's like there's like an old water pump system to, you know, move water into like wash basins or that sort of thing. And then you know, there's chamber pots and you dump outside as necessary. But yeah, I mean, indoor plumbing, what is that?
I'm not actually gonna use the bathroom, but I'm gonna show Bowman that if you press this thing, then the water
Am I aware that Bowman is homeless?
I don't think he's told any of you.
Bowman's going to accept the food and drink, but actually is going to cast Purify Food and Drink on it because he still doesn't trust anybody.
Sure. Yeah.
especially with all the magical electricity and indoor plumbing.
Yeah, this is definitely dark magic.
While we're eating, Penny's gonna ask Artemis what he was doing back there.
Yeah, and he like, yeah, screw it. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself. I don't like looking this rough, because he can. But yeah, I lingered for a bit, and just needed to make sure that they weren't about to, you know, talk about us behind our backs or anything.
What'd they say about me?
Nothing, I don't think. They talked about the mind flayers. I relay the conversation. Yeah. Except not my request.
Okay.
And then invisibility dropped. He wasn't happy. And I got out. But yeah, sorry to make you wait. Oh, I can turn invisible, by the way. Or one of you, and it's useful. It's kind of how I got out of the Wilmington house last time. So.
Tracks.
Last time?
Oh, you missed that part.
Yeah, I was not there.
Her and Janara were outside.
Yeah.
We definitely said something though, because I remember saying that Artemis knew the daughter and talking about it.
That'd be true.
Well, that's about it though.
Yeah.
Do the important stuff.
That doesn't mean he was there ever.
Oh, they knew each other. They went to preschool, like
Yeah.
No, they like knew each other.
Wait,
we
that she was there in the house?
I don't remember if I knew that. I think
I sent a message to Janara being like, "Oh, daughter's home. There's a gun. Don't worry, we've got it," or something like that.
You also saw that there was a light on, didn't you?
I think we saw that there was a light on, but it wasn't like you can't determine that means a person is home.
Right.
I'm familiar with the Lady Wilmington.
The younger.
And
the Lady Wilmington?
Well, that's her official title.
The Lady Wilmington?
No, it's a stupid when you've got a lot of money and you think you're all that, you go by these stupid little titles. It's annoying, but we do it.
You do it, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, we can't be a cool rich person like Janara.
I don't.
When are you going to invite us to your fancy mansion and give us all this free food and nice magic lights?
That's not got. It's very far away. It's not here.
Like not down the block, or like not in the city?
Both. Yeah, it's often I'm the family manors in Cormier.
That is pretty far.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just here on business and just hanging around for a bit. Because it's
so if you're just
fun.
here on business, how do you already owe Vinny a favor? Like, what did you do?
Yeah.
There was a man that I met, and he needed some help with some supplies and stuff, and I didn't have it, but I asked around, and Vinny had access to it, so I arranged that he get some food and stuff for the man. It's not like I didn't ask him to like kill someone or something. Like I was just looking out for someone, and then apparently it spiraled into another ruined suit, which is fantastic. But
so he does have a heart. It's hidden.
What?
Who? Fancy clothes and a very sarcastic and rude attitude that I don't appreciate.
Artemis is very uncomfortable.
About this time, you hear the doorbell ring.
I'll go get it.
It's Freedom. She's wearing a heavy dark cloak over her clothes. You bring her into the kitchen to join everybody else. She looks around. Been a while since I was here.
I know.
All right, well, first of all, thank you all for agreeing to do the extra work for me. Thing you pulled, Artemis, that was risky. I can't say I blame you. I don't trust Vinny as far as I can throw him. Did you find out who was bribing him?
Yeah, it's my boss's boss's boss.
Which is
Lovely.
Bloodkeith.
Ovina Bloodkeith.
Ovina.
CEO of Bloodkeith Textiles.
Yeah, I don't keep track of
Good
those
to know.
people. Yeah,
Well,
I
promised you all a reward for finding that extra information for me. So and she pulls. She had on like a little a pack, a haversack. She throws it down and opens it up. Passes each of you a small bag. Not a small bag. Sorry, like she passes bills out to all of you. 50 talents each. For some of you, I know that isn't much, but a token of my appreciation.
This is amazing.
And I know for some of you, this is quite a bit. Additionally, she empties out the haversack and several items fall out. And she's described as she pulls each of them, out and pushes them forward on the sort of the island in the center of the kitchen. These boots, while you're wearing them, make you quieter of step, find it easier to mask your passage. These are boots of elven kind. This necklace has an amulet on it that will help protect you against mortal wounds, making it easier to hang on to life in dire situations. A periaptive wound closure. This jar contains an ointment with magical healing properties to quickly mend wounds. Kyotome's ointment. This potion, there's one single drink of this potion. Very difficult to come by, but it will allow for remarkable feats of strength for a short period of time. This is a potion of fire giant strength. This orb, upon speaking the command, lights up and floats around, a drift globe. And lastly, she pulls out a small pearl. This is for those of you who are magically inclined. This pearl contains magical potential that you can tap into to restore some of your own magical power should you find yourself somewhat depleted. A pearl of power. These items took me a long time to collect, many years, given how difficult it is to get a hold of magical items in this city. But I wanted to show my gratitude and also to tell you that I would like it if the 6 of you would be willing to continue helping me and consider this a down payment on those services. Helping me, not helping Vinny, not helping that organization, but helping me.
With what?
You have been good to us and me. So you have
there's not much I feel comfortable saying at this time. I mean, bringing you, I would typically spend longer with each of you before I bring you in, but this year is an election year, and if we're going to effect change, it needs to happen quickly over the next few months. And I don't, my people, my trusted associates, there's not enough of us and not enough of between all of us, we don't have enough power to do what needs to be done before the election season.
Well, I'm in if it has to do with the election and what we did tonight.
I believe that the rich and powerful of this city, I believe it even more now, have been using extreme methods to gain complete and total control of the government of Waterdeep. They are not there yet, but their reach is increasing. They apparently have control of the Watchful Order. And I fear for the well-being of those in government that truly have the people's best interests at heart, which is not many, But it's enough that if we can stop this cabal of rich and powerful people, then perhaps people in government that are willing to make change, make it happen before the election. I hope. I don't have much confirmation beyond what you've told me about Ovina Bloodkeith now, and the fact that the Watchful Order is on her beck and call, but call it a suspicion. Call it an instinct. What I am proposing is this. If you all agree to help me undermine this group, you could do a lot of good for the people of Waterdeep and possibly for the people of the Sword Coast Federation as a whole. The Waterdeep is at a tipping point. It could go one way or the other. It could go towards more access, more equality, voting rights, magic rights, better working conditions. It could go that way. But it could also very easily fall even further into the depths of tyranny that this country has become engulfed in. So this is my humble request to all of you.
I'm in. I'm also going to take the money she gave me and I'm going to split it between Bowman, Nix, and Penny. So I think that's 16 each. Yes.
Bowman will say to Freedom, "You're one of the only few people that have been good to me from the beginning. Of course, I'll help."
Yeah, this goes right along with my own personal goals, so. Then I look expectantly at the wealthy people.
I mean, I'm all for magic rights.
And as a journalist, I can assure you there will be plenty of stories coming out of this one.
Yes, and I was hoping you would say that. Would you be willing to possibly make my reporting exclusive within the city?
Within reason, but we have to be very careful about what.
Oh yes, discretion would be used.
I will, yes. I will guarantee you that any leads my organization, my organization, not Vinny's, but mine, gets. I can give you first priority. Of course.
And I'd be more than willing to help.
Penny? Artemis?
I'm not interested in becoming some sort of hitman or vigilante, but as long as people aren't getting hurt, the people that aren't hurting people getting hurt. Oh, what the hell? Sure.
Okay. Okay. After we murdered a man and then had to go back to Vinny, who is crazy, by the way. Not enough of us are talking about how insane that whole situation was. I never wanted to see any of you people again, with the exception of Octavia, obviously, because I work with her and she's great. I know her. I can vouch for personal characters. But all the rest of you, I don't want to see any of you again. But I do feel like I've learned a lot in these past couple hours about how bad the system is, and I get that, and I feel like I should be helping. So I feel like if I don't have to see Vinny again, then I'm in.
Well, unless you get on Vinny's bad side, you shouldn't have to see him again.
Fine.
And if you
He
get on
throws
Vinny's,
knives.
if you get on Vinny's bad side and you do see him again, then somebody's probably not walking out of that. Whether that's him or one of you. But hopefully it won't come to that. Thank you. Well, we should discuss then how we are going to move forward. And that's where we're going to end for the night. Thank you all for playing. Great job tonight, everybody. You did fantastic. And thank you all for watching all the way to the end. As always, check out episode 6 next week. Follow us on social media. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel or follow the podcast or any of those things so you can keep up to date whenever a new episode comes up. And we will see you all next time.
And just as a fun engagement thing, leave a comment of your favorite part down below.
Yes. Let us know your favorite part of the episode or of the entire show so far down below in the comments. For sure. That's great. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye.